Mr. Holmes, you came. Oh, how kind. Though now, of course, I realize it is because of my game, not the works on display.
It needn't be one or the other. Your man's disguise was easily debunked, Mr. Vogel, but I shall admit that you planted in me the seed of curiosity.
Ah, terrific. I had no doubt you'd put the pieces together. Let us call it an opening gambit before the real game begins.
So, this little game of yours, what's it about?
An enigma to solve. A locked area in the basement with no windows found brutally vandalized. I have no clue how it was possible.
And this locked area downstairs, what exactly was it?
The under gallery. It's always shut, and I'm the only one with the key.
Ah, so this is your private collection, not part of the gallery.
Oh, no. It's an exclusive exhibition of eccentric pieces. Only a select cadre of artists, investors, and collectors are admitted. Not everyone deserves to have their eyes opened.
What about this intrusion? What happened?
Last night, I was about to leave the gallery when I heard a noise downstairs. I went to the basement, but I didn't see anything out of the ordinary. It was admittedly a rudimentary inspection. It is not uncommon to get rats down there, so seeing nothing of note, I left and locked up the building. When I returned this morning, alas, I discovered that part of the exhibition had been torched, and there was no sign of the intruder. The mystery being, of course, that all the doors to the gallery were locked exactly as I left them.
And the door to the basement is the only entrance?
Correct. Tell me you're not intrigued.
Well, this matter is certainly within my wheelhouse.
This intrusion troubles me. Please take a look around if you're willing. The under gallery is through the door at the end.
I will see what I see.
So there's that dude. Pope Formerson, Stephen, Jean-Paul.
I wish I could show you the gallery under different circumstances, but life is beautiful in its unpredictability, isn't it?
Indeed. Right, so off we go to this side. The apparition.
You sure you don't like art, Sherry?
Quite sure. I quite like this one. Bollington from behind. How come these ones don't have plaques? Hold on a minute. Let's ignore that. Oh, you're back. Here. Have some of that. Alright, let's carry on. After I've offended your eyes. Right. AC Swinburne.
Back home we've got a taxidermist. He's gonna have a heart attack when he sees what I bring him. Back home we've got a taxidermist.
Yeah, I heard you.
He's gonna have a heart attack when he sees what I bring him.
What the bloody hell is this place? Looks to have been slightly moved. Wow, the dead body isn't a point of interest. Crazy. Handprint.
A handprint of the thing from another world. But it looks fresh, and its coal origin ruins the effect of the extra mundane.
A crow?
Sherry, how about some company in that dreary chamber of yours?
Leave my loneliness unbroken, John.
Let's see.
Closed with a metal bolt.
What's this? Scratches fresh. And then there's also that.
Footprints. Size 9.5.
So someone dropped in through there. What's this? Footprints.
The left step's length is shorter than the right. It indicates that the walker was lame.
He was a lame ass. And he broke
Old, and hasn't been used for a long time.
Okay.
A true
What's this?
artist never shows an unfinished piece.
Is this art? I mean, a photo of it is art, but the thing itself seems, well, who am I to say?
Sodden and mould-ridden. One presumes deliberately.
What's in this room? Huh? So there was a painting here. There are paintings all around here and they're gone now, is that it? Wait. That writing means I've missed something, right? Empty frames.
Ugh, sheer vandalism. Only an ignorant person could do such a thing.
A cigarette butt.
A Malpal butt.
What else am I looking for here? Ooh,
Cold
smudge.
fingerprints.
We got fingerprint.
I think we're looking for a man with a cold moustache.
What the hell does that mean? A cold moustache. We moustache him a question. But we're shaving it for later. What is that sound? That is really great into the ears.
Parasites of creativity. Or just a reflection of the artist's recreational interests.
Alright. This is fucking creepy as shit.
Saturn
What?
devouring
This is
his
Titan,
sun.
bro. Attack on
Grim
Titan.
composition.
This guy. This is the
Unflinching in its
where the manga
ferocity,
came from.
yet somehow beautiful.
Why is that showed up from so far away? I've already looked at it. Oh, there we go. Oh, right, the old wild room. The EY Franco room. Alright, let's do this thing. Get in a kneeling position and let's see what happened. So first off, we're gonna start here. Wait, so either the artist made the trap for us, or someone snuck in. But the shovel is old and worthless, so... What's this about? Someone snuck in? No one snuck in. Nah, I think it's this guy making... Actually, I don't know. Let's do a little more. Nope, no one was inside it. That's a dead body there. But it has been moved slightly, so maybe. Alright, so he snuck in. He came down looking. He hid in there. Is that what we're catching so far? Then he came into here. The chains are fragile.
The intruder entered the basement through the coal chute. He used a magnet to open the hatch bolt. He accidentally pushed a shovel to the floor. Vogel heard the noise. At the sound of his approaching footsteps, the intruder hid inside the coffin. When Vogel entered the basement, he failed to notice anything strange and left without properly checking. The intruder waited until Vogel had left the caravanserai before burning the paintings in Wilde's room, but The vandalism was a cover for the theft. The pieces are not what I expected.
What do you think my collection is about?
Dozens of priceless works amassed simply for the sake of it and presented without care. It's not about the art, it's about excess, yes?
I don't know.
Well, that's absurd. Of course you know. It's your gallery.
There is no one answer, no singular truth, but many filtered through the subjective mind. That forgetting, embellishing, lying machine. Besides, what's wrong with a lie if it makes life more interesting?
What's wrong with a lie? It corrupts the ability of others to behave freely and rationally.
Men never act freely and rationally anyway. It matters not what is or isn't in the end. The only important thing is how you feel. And I simply want to feel and consume as much as I can. Don't you?
Feelings are simply one's animal ancestry trying to wrest back control of the brain. I try to avoid the distraction.
You try not to feel, even in a place like this? None of it moves you?
To be frank, I struggle to maintain even a whit of interest in art.
But, Mr. Holmes, it is joy incarnate, mankind's greatest achievement.
Mankind's highest achievement above all others is objective and rational thought.
I see, then, why you dislike art, for it means whatever you want it to.
Or, perhaps, Mr. Vogel, I was lying.
Aha.
Mr. Vogel, my investigation has revealed that the intrusion was not merely vandalism, but theft. The limping visitor left your place with a canvas.
That's very impressive.
This thief was familiar with the gallery, and he was sporting a limp. Do any of your clients or artists come to mind?
My, your attention to detail is remarkable, Mr. Holmes. I should introduce you to Bosch's works. Alas, I'm afraid I cannot suggest a culprit.
The fire was a clever attempt to hide a stolen painting, even if it didn't fool me. I found the remnants of an empty frame in the pile of ashes. The canvas had been removed. Do you know which paintings in the Wild Room may have interested a thief? Were any particularly expensive?
Those pieces belong to a well-known artist named Boniface Mercurio. They're controversial, but not of a notably high value.
The intruder entered the basement through the coal chute. He used a magnet to open the latch and dislodged the shovel while doing so. That's the noise you heard yesterday. When you went downstairs to investigate, he hid in the coffin.
It seems I should have checked the space more thoroughly.
There's something more, is there not? I can see it in your eyes.
Indeed. There is another intriguing angle. I recently received an anonymous offer for one of Mercurio's works. The sum was more than fair, and indeed could have saved Mercurio from his artistic poverty. But he declined it.
Was it a performative whim? Some artists lionize pain and hardship as if their work would be worse after a meal and a hot bath.
I cannot tell. But not only did he refuse the deal, he insisted on displaying the painting in the public space. I was hoping to change his mind, but artists are a special breed of stubborn.
What was depicted in the piece?
A bound woman, wrapped in robes, being penetrated by a red devil that stared at us, the viewer. The beast had numerous tails growing from his back, and a large crowd gathered around the pair, silently watching the orgiastic scene.
Okay, well, given the nature of the other works on display, it's hard to see why that one stood out. What could possibly be its value?
The evaluation of art is very subjective, Mr. Holmes. After all, art is everything. A poem, a bruise, the beads of sweat on your beloved skin. Even a masterfully solved crime.
I'm not sure I see the connection.
Regardless, the painting was one of a series called The Sabbath Night in Cordona. The works depict sex, violence, and other controversial acts that life, for better or worse, contains.
Ah, I see.
I'm not sure that you do, but that can wait for another time.
So where can I find Boniface Mercurio?
I know he lives somewhere in Old City, but couldn't be more specific. He's a prominent figure, so finding him shouldn't be a problem.
Well, I believe I have enough to begin. Thank you, Mr. Vogel. Your gallery certainly has unexpected depths.
I'm delighted to have been able to please a friend. In return, I expect you to come back with good news. Or at least with a good story.
We found out that this art museum place was robbed, and our clue is this guy, Boniface Mercurio, who lives somewhere in Old City, but we don't know where exactly. So we're gonna have to do some good old detective work. So we're gonna have to do the good old stuff and research. So City Hall, he's nothing to do with things around the city. He's an artist. The police station probably won't have it. But the news place, he's an artist. He might have showed up there. So let's go to Cordona Chronicle. Alright, straight in we go. Oh, I always get mixed up around here. It's this way, innit? There we go, in we go. Right, what she got for me?
Mr. Holmes, that envelope awaits. Surely you want the task?
Might as well.
I'll admit, you piqued my interest.
Might as well.
Glorious. Now, let me set the scene. A gang of smugglers, the Eels, have Cordona in their clammy grip. The British Empire can abide it no longer. Mycroft insists they be disbanded. But this organization only falls with the capture of their odious leader, Friedrich Panzer. And note well, I did say capture, not kill. Inside your envelope is a map marked with the Eels' warehouses. But alas, we do not know in which Friedrich Panzer resides.
So even Mycroft has his limits.
Indeed. You must be sure to identify the correct warehouse before entering, because once one is compromised, the other's occupants will scatter. Here are all the files, and feel free to use the archive too. Again, do not enter the wrong location, nor see any harm done to Friedrich Panzer.
Miss Ertl, if you're quite done with the redundant instructions, I shall get to work.
Well, that's perfect. Tortured hero lashes out after rejected romance. Tomorrow's edition will be a sensation.
So that's a new case. We'll do that at some other point. But right now we are here for some investigating. So first off, we're looking for Boniface Mercurio. Celebrity, probably. Alright. So, celebrity, we know, what was it? He's from Old City. Alright, what else do we know? He's probably maybe front page news. That's it. Alright, Brawler artist sellout. Last week has brought us news scandal regarding a sellout named Dance of Decadence by throwing a chair at a decadent artist. He did it because it brought dishonor, smashed printing, large brawl started including a large number. Alright, Scarlet Street and Olive Street in Old City. Between Scarlet Street and Olive Street in Old City. Alright. Scarlet Street and Olive Street in Old City. So Old City, Scarlet Street and Olive Street. Okay, let's just go there. Ah, here we go. This place. Correct? Yes.
Excuse me, young man. Where do you think you're going?
Greetings, Mum. I'm looking for the...
I don't care who you're looking for. You shall not pass. No visitors allowed.
I wish to buy a painting from Mr. Boniface Mercurio. Is he at...
Dearie, tell me, because old age has made me blind. Did someone write Information Bureau on my forehead? Because I'm not here to answer your questions. Entry is for residents only. If you aren't a resident, please leave, or I shall report you to the police.
What the hell, lady?
No, visitors.
What's that?
Allowed.
I just went past you. No visitors allowed. What? Ah, she just locked the door. Fuck you. Alright, so that's not gonna work. So what do we do now? Disguise, probably? She said I look too much like a cope.
Let's pick something that suits you.
Right, so if we look to the right, we need something that looks like that. Does that work? How much does it cost to rent instead of purchase? Oh, nothing. I can just wear it. Alright, and then we need right there. That works. And then what is he? Is he wearing glasses? I think he might be wearing glasses. I can't rent that. Do I have to buy it then? Shit. Alright. Artist bristles. That's definitely one. And then lastly, Scarface. Artist tan.
Be careful with what you've taken.
That works, right? Alright, back we go. Excuse me, I am Artist Boniface Mercurio. I am needing to go to my home. I'm a bit stupid, so sometimes I get confused with where my home is. It's not that one, it's just this one.
Boniface, sweetie. Is that you? Ah. Old age does terrible things to one's sight. I didn't recognize you at first.
How are you, Mum? I'm ashamed to admit that I've lost my key. Do you have a spare?
For heaven's sake! How many times will you lose that key of yours? Of course I have a spare. You artists all live in your own little world.
Please, accept my thanks.
I would rather accept your rent. You promised to pay me several weeks ago and I'm still waiting.
I will pay you, I promise, very soon.
You'd better do, my dear. Or else I'll just change the lock. And I won't fall for those cow eyes.
Get fooled, you old bitch!
Do you know what makes a lady happy? Paid rent.
Shut the fuck up. Alright, let's go. This one? Oh. Well, shit. He's fucking dead. Fuck. Alright, let's see what we do here. So, let's just, straight off the bat, just do one of those. A lot of stuff here. Let's look at the body first of all. What's this here? Soft close.
Judging by post-mortem rigidity, the body lay here for 1 or 2 days.
Are you fighting someone? What's this?
The wound is precise. It was inflicted by a razor or a knife.
Then what's this here? Did he not get it in the head?
Soaked in blood. It seems as if the puddle of blood was here before the rags.
Ooh, a knife. Ooh.
A normal kitchen knife.
Except it's got blood on it, my friend.
A normal kitchen knife.
Yes, a normal kitchen knife.
Could be the murder weapon.
Yes. You're on it, Inspector. Ooh, bloody painting.
The blood has dried.
That's gonna sell for a
I've
lot.
heard of this style of painting. It is called
Where are you, John?
expressionism.
Oh, he's fucking upside down. That's fucked, John. Alright, let's check the desk. What this? Knife is missing? Yeah, well, it's the one on the floor then, isn't it? Oh, what's this? Blue cloth fibres. Shattered bottle.
It appears the wine was truly awful.
A camera. Open.
I wonder where he got that fancy camera.
Newspapers.
Despite the overall tendency towards mess, you cannot sit with the drawer pulled out like this. Someone left it after searching.
So they were looking for something. Curious. Excuse me, sir, but what's curious? There's something on the floor here.
Aunt May whiskey, brandy bucks.
Aunt May,
Quite
Peter.
a collection he had here.
Everyone knows when you say Aunt May, you're gonna think of bloody Spider-Man.
The chest has been searched.
So they ransacked the place and killed the guy. Most likely.
Red skin, tails on the back. Reminds me of Werder's description of the stolen painting.
Oh, so we found the stolen painting.
Don't look at me like that, Sherry. I will not touch that dirty floor.
Alright. Red bathroom. Anything going on over here? Did a big poo? Let's analyze the poo. He was eating newspaper.
The photograph was not pulled out in time. Such a waste of material.
There's one that was pulled out entirely.
Look at this, John. Isn't it our stolen demon?
Okay. By the thing we can hear right now, I can tell we're gonna put together a series of events. Except John just said he doesn't want to get on the floor. I guess he's gonna have to. You lost your principles quick, didn't you, John? Right, so first off. I don't know. Oh wait, this is one. He was definitely doing his thingies. Somebody came at him with a knife? No, he couldn't have been hit there, could he? Oh wait, no, they had a whole big rough and tumble, didn't they? He was not looking at the painting, was he? Oh wait, so here's what happened. He was doing it, he's like, oh shit! Somebody's fucking looking through my crap. He runs out. Get hit in the face, bro. He picks up the wine bottle, tries to hit him. He picks up the knife. Bam, they're falling on the floor, and then he dies there. Validate. I'm confident.
Mercurio was developing photographs when the intruder snuck in. Mercurio heard him coming. While the thief was searching the chest, the painter ran towards him with a bottle in his hand. He smashed it across the thief's head, The intruder had no choice but to defend himself, and the weapon of opportunity happened to be a kitchen knife. Mercurio stepped aside to grab the painting, but the wine-blinded thief attacked Mercurio's throat. When the thief came to his senses, he saw Mercurio bleeding on the floor. He grabbed the rags and tried to bandage him, but it was too late. Why did Mercurio attempt to snatch the painting in the middle of a fight? To strike the intruder? Not with his painting, it was too important to him.
So, what's with this painting?
It's time for some chemical magic, John.
Alright. Chemical analysis. Alright, so we need -3, -4, 5. Right, so we're gonna start with -2 and 3. And -2 and 2. And then straight off, we're gonna do the lowering thing, since I know how this works now. To make it all go one down. So that's -3, which we've got now. We've got -3, yeah. Then -3, and then we're gonna add that together. -3, -2. No, wait, there's something we were missing. We still need to get another -2. Maybe I don't reverse this. Let's unlink that. Just put that there. No. We use the -5. And this makes it -4. Right? And then -3. No wait, I didn't even need that. Just straight up -4. So -3, -4, and then have we got a 5? We've got a 4, which we can then bolster into a 5, and then we add that together to get -3, -4, 5. Bam! Done, baby. I'm a genius. Erase the blood, use chemicals. It's still a live painting of Mercurio's room. Oh, but something's different in it, is it? Something must be different in it.
That doesn't look like the painting we need, Sherry.
As expected, but that doesn't mean it won't tell us anything. Let's put it on the easel where it belongs.
Alright. It's there. What's different?
I guess this is his most ordinary painting. Spot the two differences, John? I guess this is his most ordinary painting.
The skull on the left.
Spot the two differences, John?
I knew I saw it there.
Monster was actually a man. Poor girl. John, you ought to be thrilled. We are now hunting the devil himself.
What were you saying, Sherry? I was too busy sketching the scene, you know, crimes and such like, daily routine. Did you find something?
A photograph. It depicts a man in a red suit with tails sprouting from his back and multiple people in masks watching the scene. It all adds up. But the act of love, it wasn't given willingly, John. It was a violation. And the girl, she was with child.
Give that to me now. Did you recognize someone?
No. Although the victim is not from Cordona, she is African. Look at the ritual scars on her face.
Get that image out of your brain. You have to continue the investigation.
I must speak to the landlady. Perhaps she saw or heard something.
Sherry, you cannot tell her the truth about Mercurio. It will hurt her.
John, that's illogical. Sooner or later, she will come here and discover a corpse, and I still need to talk to her.
Just avoid mentioning corpse, all right? Stick to the character, tell her to call the police.
I'll take that into account.
And wait here. I've redrawn the people in the photograph. Now you can proceed with your investigation without those horrific details. You always take me to the best of places, Sherry.
What's wrong, dear? You look like you've seen a ghost.
I am the ghost. Who entered my flat recently?
Can you tell me if anyone else has recently entered the flat?
Oh, you're talking about that limping man. I'm sorry I let him in. I was scared. And I thought maybe he would motivate you to find money so that you would pay your rent. No offense, dear.
Can you describe him?
Oh, so you weren't at home. I was so certain you didn't leave your flat that day. He was of average height, had a limp and a tattoo on his neck, and he was smoking Malpal cigarettes. My husband used to smoke those. They have a horrible smell I can recognize from a mile away.
She basically killed him, so let's not tell her. Let's just call the police to the flat.
Can I ask a favour?
Of course, dearie.
Please call the police and ask them to enter the flat, and don't look inside until they come up.
What? What trouble have you stepped in this time?
It really doesn't matter. Thank you, Mum.
And that's all evidence collected.
You're acting so strange today, dear. I hope
Get
someday
lost.
you'll let me inside that
Phew, Sherry, that was close. But you did everything correctly. Now, take off your outfit. I can't let you walk around in a dead man's clothes.
It does it automatically for us. I've still got the beard and the hair. You know what, let's leave it on. Let's just say it's stuck on there.